Shri Gurubhe Namaha children, welcome to our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Here today we are going to learn the new lesson. Name of our lesson is birds. In birds, we know birds means commonly we know all the birds can fly. But here we are going to learn the different features. The one about is different kinds of beaks. As we know very familiarly, all the living things means we will come to know human beings, animals, birds, microorganisms, all the organisms are living things. So living things means obviously it need a food to live. Likewise, the birds also need a food to live. What are the food the birds are eating? No, is here grains, seeds, fruits. This is common. But some birds, it can eat flesh. So as we know, animals which are eating flesh can call it is a carnivorous animal, isn't it? The same way, the bird which are eating the flesh, we can call it is a carnivorous bird. Carnivores or carnivorous bird. Why? Because it eats the flesh of other animals. Here, as we know, now we are going to learn the different types of beaks of a birds. Okay. So in the first one, we are going to see first type of beak is strong, sharp, and one different is hooked beak. So which birds are having this type of beak? No, see here eagles, vultures, kites, hawks. These are the flesh eating, but these are flesh eating bird. That's why the name is given birds of prey. Okay, which means it will easily catch and eat the flesh of small animals like mice, frogs, snakes, chicks. Okay, so these type of small animals can easily catch and tear its flesh. That's why it is having a hooked beak. So as we know, depends on the food, the beaks are been arranged to that. Okay, so the beaks which are very hooked to that, so that it by using the hooked beak, it can easily catch a live animal, small animals. That's why the name of these birds are given as birds of prey. Okay, so these birds are called as carnivorous birds. Okay, which other birds are eagles, vultures, kites, hawks. So it can eat the flesh of other animals, so that it has been named as birds of prey. So what type of beak which help to catch its prey? No, hooked beak, generally strong and sharp. Generally all the birds beaks are strong and sharp. So what is the difference? No, hooked beak. So next type of beak is short, hard, and pointed. So if it is carnivorous, means it has a hooked beak. No, it is pointed. So which means what type of food it can eat? No, it can eat the grains and seeds. So it cannot tear. It will not tear or hold any other things. So it used to use its beak to pick up these grains and seeds. So to pick up these grains and seeds, the pointed beaks are helping this type of birds like sparrow, peacock, pigeons, or some finch are having this type of pointed beak. So pointed beak birds will eat seeds and grains. How do we can eat? No, to pick up, by picking up the seeds and grains. Next, what is the type of birds? No, type of beak, third one is the strong and curved beak. Look at here. So we seen first hooked beak, second one pointed beak. Now it is a curved beak. So how do we can? Generally all the birds by using a beak only it can eat a food. So what is the specialty of this curved beak? No, it helps to climb a tree. To climb the tree, the curved beak of a parrot helps to. We eat simultaneously for climbing also. So next type of beak is strong and chisel. You know, chisel, by using it we can make a hole on the wall or any board. So likewise, this chisel shaped beak of the bird woodpecker. Okay, woodpecker. Okay, with the help of this strong and chisel beak, it used to tap the bark of the tree. You know, the woodpecker can peck the tree within a minute 20 times. It can peck the bark of a tree. That much of fast work it can do. So by using its beak, it can tap the bark of the tree and take. And second one, it can take the insects out from the ground or anywhere in the places. So by using its beak, it can pull it out of the ground. So by this way, the beak of woodpecker is using. Next type of beaks which we are going to learn now, broad and short, hooked, pointed, curved, and then we see in that long, isn't it? Next one is broad and short. So the name of a bird here I have given an example is swallow bird. What is the specialty of this type of bird? No, this bird moves round and round. Look at this. So generally all the birds can fly in the air. Even this bird also can fly. So but what is special? No, it can make a flying there in the shape of round and round by keeping its mouth to be opened. Why? Because generally in its beak have the sticky substance. So due to that, when it's moving in a round and round in the air, the small insects which are flying there, no, it easily stuck in it, so it can easily catch its prey and swallow that. By the way, to take its food, this birds can fly and take its food. So it has the a big type of beaks are broad and short. Next type of beaks are long and slender. See, there are different. Do you know earlier, before reading this, these are types of beaks the birds are having. So, it depends on the food which he eats, the beaks also different to the birds. Here the next one is long and slender beak. The name of a bird is hoopoe. Is able to pull. See, look at here, very long. Okay, it's able to pull out the insect like a woodpecker. It is also using its the long beak to pull out the insects from the hole in the ground. Okay, to pull the insects, the long and slender part of a beak which helps the hoopoe bird to take its food. The next type of a beak about is duck. The broad and flat. See here. Compared to the other bird, it has a broad. But what is the one? No, there is a small hole will present here. Okay, the duck takes the muddy water with. Okay, it usually takes its food. No, in the water, it usually live in the water. It takes the food of insects, worms, and water plants along with the muddy water. But there is a hole which is present in here. No, that mud and water through the tiny holes leaving behind. So there is a hole which is present on the beak. No, through that the insects or worm, whatever it caught through the muddy water. No, all the insects food would be there in the beak. The water alone is filtered through the hole. So leaving behind the plants and insects inside the beak. So what are the food? It is easy to catch the food. No, that food will be in the beak. The water alone gets drained out through the hole. This is how the beaks of this duck helps to eat its food. So far we see in the different types of beaks, and how it is different, no, depends on the food which he eats. So these are the different types of beak we have learned today. With the next topic, I will catch you on next class, children. Thank you. To receive our online lessons, please subscribe the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, children.